Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to react to a man named Andrew Tate. I don't know who Andrew Tate is. I have not, well, I've heard of him and I've seen just a few short clips of him, but I cannot say that I know who he is or what he's all about. If you don't know, Andrew Tate has been deleted off of social media. But there are still clips of him uploaded by other people available to watch. In this video, I'm going to just give my reaction, but also my opinion on this whole Andrew Tate saga. I'm going to try to be as objective as possible. I would love to hear from you what you guys think of him. But I hope you'll enjoy this video. Please do subscribe. Even if you don't watch any of my videos, I'm okay with that. I'm just trying to reach 1,000 subscribers so I can monetize my videos.
Money isn't real. If you know what you have, you don't have much. And once you reach a certain level of money...
Nice watch. Okay, first things first. He starts off by talking about money. Well, that's interesting. So he's all about money.
I'm Andrew Tate the third. I'm here because I was invited. Is that good, Ann? I was invited. So I thought I'd come along. Why not? There's already love in the universe. I've already found love. I found love with reality, my friend. I'm already in love. I'm in love with waking up every day. You know, there's people who are trying to stop me breathing and they've yet to succeed. I'm already in love. Life's great.
He seems so confident, which I guess is a plus. It's a good thing, to have confidence. So, points for you, I guess.
To think that it was the man, and I was actually accurate, thinking that it was the man who was selling himself to the woman. But once you reach a certain level of achievement as a man, it's the woman who's trying to sell herself to you. I've handled a bunch of difficult situations in my life. I'm not intimidated. Let's leave it at that. We'll see how it goes. I would say I'm pretty confident, yeah, overall. Yeah, I think confidence is born.
Yeah,
Right? Everything that
he is.
makes you stronger.
Can Cheyenne ask you whatever she likes?
Anything she likes, find the most difficult question on the planet, tell her to throw her question card away, write a new one. I'm ready. Better be good.
We're ready to.
I think that men and women falling in love and having children and having families are very, very beautiful things, as long as it's done correctly, as long as the woman obeys like she's supposed to. And I think the world can be a beautiful place as long as gender roles are not misconstrued and misunderstood.
Wait, as long as the woman obeys like she's supposed to? Uh-oh. Like a red flag already. What? Okay. Interesting. I can see why he's a controversial figure.
So if Sean doesn't understand that, I'll correct her quickly and we'll fix the world and we can move on.
Hello.
Hi.
You look really nice.
Thank you. Let's do two kisses. 1, 2.
Oh, very nice to meet you. Cheyenne Reynolds, if you're doing this house.
Cheyenne Reynolds. We're gonna do official.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nice to meet you.
Cheers. I think she's an attractive woman. She's good looking. Friendly demeanor. I can tell she thinks she knows things, so I look forward to correcting her. But that's usually how life works.
So how did you get here today?
I flew in this morning.
Flew in. It's different. Something different.
Yeah. Jump on the jet.
You flew in on a jet. Who is this guy?
What about you? You have a mix?
She looked like, okay, he's got money. That kind of reaction, like, okay, successful guy. At least that's what I think. He's so confident. He's like, yeah, I flew in a jet. Yeah.
No?
Yeah. My family, we're Caribbean and English.
So the Caribbean side's the crazy side? Or the English side's the crazy side?
I'd say the Caribbean's the fun side.
Fun
a bit
side?
of spice.
So you're fun and crazy?
Not crazy.
I mean, it's the beginning of the day, you can't lie.
Do I look like I'd lie to you?
Yes.
I'm not a liar, actually.
You're not a liar. Everything you tell me for the rest of this episode is going to be a complete truth.
Is that his game? Like, calling people crazy? Like, calling a woman crazy when he meets her? Or like making... I feel like he's trying to... His tactic is like, oh, I figured you out. I know this whole thing. Like, that's part of like the confidence. Like, yeah, that's what it looks like to me.
He's a liar. So tell me a bit about you, Andrew.
I'm not comfortable opening up too much.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because, you know, you might work for John Law and the government.
No.
I have to be careful what I say.
Oh, so it's not commitment issues.
It's not commitment issues. It's
sure?
more just like legality issues.
Oh, okay.
Legality issues. Okay, what kind of legality issues? Like,
Do you have faith?
Okay, this is good. This is an interesting conversation that we can have on camera, which is.
I'd say my personal journey with God is between me and God. So I'm not one of those people that like is like, yes, I go to church, or yes, I do this.
Don't you think that's a bit like lazy Christianity?
No, not really, because for me, I believe in.
that's actually an interesting point. Like, yeah, I guess he has a point. Like, that's kind of. I hear that statement a lot. Like, people are like, oh, it's my personal relationship with God and all that. And I get it. Like, yeah, I mean, faith is very personal. At the same time, let's hear what they have to say.
Faith, and I don't think it's just one religion that you need to follow. You know, I've got friends that are Muslim.
I agree.
I've got friends that are Christian. You know, I've got friends that are spiritual, so I don't put myself in one category.
I understand and I respect that completely, but don't you think out of respect for God himself, whether you're in Dubai and you go to the mosque or you're in England, you go to the church, you should get up early on a Sunday, despite all the booze, and get up and take an hour out of your life and just show some respect? Don't you agree?
because everyone.
He's got a good point. Like, if you believe in God, you should probably be able to give it, like, at least an hour in a week. I mean, if you think about the fact that spirituality or religion is like it's something you live by. Your ethics and your morals can be shaped by your religion. And the idea of a relationship with God, relationship is something that you nurture and not necessarily have it when you feel like it. I don't know, like, I think he's kind of got a point without like insulting anyone. Of course, we all do what we want, but I find it interesting that religion today has become sort of like, when I want to, when I feel like it, I have my own on my own terms. Before it used to be all about like there were rules and things that we followed, and the ways of worshiping and honoring God. And today it's different. I'm not necessarily saying it's a bad thing, but I do find it interesting the ways that religion has changed today.
Everyone's journey with God is personal.
You can be a lazy spiritualist, a lazy Christian, you can be a lazy kickboxer, right? I'm a kickboxer, but I don't train. Okay, bro. I understand. You're lazy. It's okay.
I'm not lazy. Do you have time for God?
Absolutely.
That's good. Do you get up early on a Sunday?
Completely.
That's good.
Every single Sunday, of course.
That's amazing.
And I think that being religious is a beautiful thing, and I think that a lot of people try and say they're spiritual or they're religious in a way, copping out on the 1 hour a week. It just feels a bit lazy to me. I think you can always find an hour. Yeah.
What kind of man are you?
What's the spectrum? I need you to quantify it for me. Who's at the bottom and who's at the top?
For me, I'd just say top, like a high value man.
What would you say constitutes a high value man?
A high value man is someone that is successful financially.
Okay.
I'd say it's someone.
That's interesting. So those that are not successful financially are not high value? I don't know. That's a very okay, I guess to her that's what she feels like is high value. There's people of different levels of income, and to say that there's a part of their value that's tied to how successful they are financially is, I feel like it shouldn't be the first thing that she said. It's not like you should, go for someone that doesn't have money or anything, but so they lose their value when they don't have that financial position that they have. To me, high value starts with character, the character of the person, how they treat other people, the respect they have for other people, the people closest to them, their family, their immediate family, extended family, their friends, and then the respect they have for strangers as well. like society? How do they treat people around them? This is his alley, so he's gonna be like, oh, this is music to my ears. Like financially, like the first thing he spoke about is like, I got money, I'm like this.
Okay, it's fine. I'm a high value baby.
He's very sure of himself. Yeah, so what's a high value man for you?
Pretty much basically what you said. I think a high value man is a capable man. I think capability can be judged in many different ways, and capability is something which varies depending on the situation. You need a man who is capable of doing lots of different things that he doesn't do very often. You need a man who's capable of being violent when the time appears. Of course, you need a man who's capable of making money. You need a man who can kill somebody and hold a baby in the same day. You need a man with a very broad spectrum of qualities and assets and capabilities.
He's very that's a unique thing to say. It sounds very old school, or like he's been watching Game of Thrones or something.
And this is actually what the most difficult thing about being a man is. Most people, when I say most people, let me change that. Most females don't respect how difficult it is to become a high value man. Because to become a high value man, you need to have so many different qualities and so many different capabilities. It's a very difficult thing to do. You need to be funny and smart and charismatic and interesting with stories and strong and rich with a nice car and a nice apartment. Whereas to be a high value female, you need to be hot. If you're nice, it's a bonus, but it's not even that necessary.
That's it.
If you're a pretty female, even if you're a piece of shit person, you're gonna get messages on Instagram.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're a good-looking man who lives with his mother, you ain't getting any messages. And
Not really.
I think so. I think that if you're a good-looking man, that's all.
But you know, if you feel like you're not a good-looking person, that's like for life. Like you have to live with that. At least with guys, of course, he has a point. Like it's not easy to be, you know, to earn that like high value that they're describing, high value status. But at the same time, like at least they have like something to work on and improve, and they can change that. Whereas like if it's the case like he's saying that women just need to be like good looking and that's it, well, that's where it begins and ends. With us, like, how much can you work on that? Like, get surgery or something? I don't know. Not many people can afford that or are willing to go through that kind of process. You know, get in shape, fine. You know, but if your value is based on your looks, as he is saying, then if you're not born with it, there's pretty much nothing you can do. Looks don't stay the same, they change. I mean, both these factors that they are speaking of are like things that are not only superficial but like fleeting, and not always, you know, people don't always look good and people don't always have money. If people put their value in these things, then their self-esteem is affected when those things are affected. Whereas things like character and how you treat people, it's always up to you. It's always a choice you make.
I'm enjoying this conversation, and I understand every point she's making, and I'm being deliberately abrasive. However, the truth is about the masculine-feminine dynamic is that females like men who are completely in charge and run their life exactly how they want, and they comply and bend to the man's wills and lifestyle. To come along to a woman and say, how do you want me to be so that you like me, is a death sentence for the relationship. So that's how it works.
I don't know, I can't tell if he's being sarcastic or not, because like the way he says some of the things he says is like bend to the will and, you know, submit or whatever he said, and it's like, do you really mean that, or you're just saying that like in a very sarcastic, like, yeah, she's gonna bend to my will? If he really means that, then that's just ridiculous, man.
Women are correct. Men are liars. Women wear makeup because men fall in love with what they see, and men lie because women fall in love with what they hear.
Did he just say that? Like, that's one of those like cheesy internet like quotes. Like, that I'm sure most of us have seen, like on Instagram or something. I mean, come on. Is he really like an internet guru? Like, he quotes that stuff? That's what people listen to? Like, you can get that on Instagram. I can find you a page with quotes that say like the exact same thing. Oh my goodness. Really? So I recorded about 2 more hours of footage of Andrew Tate from other videos as well, and it only gets more controversial. So I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to see if people are interested in this type of video. And so if you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments. And if you would like to see a part 2 of this, please also let me know down below. But thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to leave a like on the video. Bye.